Hello aspirants, welcome to La Excellence. Welcome to the session on Current Affairs for Beginners. In this session, I am going to tell you about the terms, concepts, schemes and institutions that appeared in today's newspaper, that is 24th May 2018. Let us discuss the answers for yesterday's questions. The first question is, consider the following statements. The primary host of Nipah virus is pig. This is the wrong statement since the primary host is fruit bat and the pig is the secondary host. And the second option is, it causes diseases in humans, pigs and other domestic animals. This is the correct option. So the answer is B, 2 only. The second question is, consider the following statements. NAM is initially proposed at Bandung Conference, and the second option is, India is the founding member of NAM. Both the statements are correct. So the answer is C, both 1 and 2. The first article is no change in monsoon arrival. In this article, we have to see an organization called IMD, Indian Meteorological Department. This is the government's principal agency for weather forecasting and rainfall monitoring. Here, we should also see what is this long period average. This is the average rainfall received by the country for a period of 50 years during southwest monsoon. The current LPA is 89 years. If the average rainfall of a year falls below 90% of this LPA, then we say this is a deficit rainfall. And if it is between 96 to 104% of LPA, then we say this is a normal rainfall. And if we say the rainfall is greater than 110% of LPA, then we say that year we got excess rainfall. Why this LPA is important? We have some phenomena like El Nino and La Nina. This is extreme and abnormal warming of water in Pacific Ocean, and this is abnormal cooling of water in the equatorial Pacific. These two can impact our Indian monsoons and can cause floods or droughts or storms. If we can know this through LPA and we can predict that through IMD, government can take adequate measures to mitigate these extreme weather events. The second article is entirely preventable. In this article, we have to see two words. The first one is environmental audit and the second one is polluter pay principle. Environmental audit. It is the review or assessment of how companies' operations and processes are in the compliance with environmental regulations. And the second word is polluter's pay principle. As the name suggests, it is the polluter who pays to mitigate the pollution he creates by bearing the cost of managing it. And for what it is to prevent the damage to human health or to the environment. The next article is finish the food and the plate. In this article, we have to see two words. The first one is doubling farmers' income by 2022 and the second one is malnutrition. The first word is doubling of farmers' income by 2022. In this, we can see what government is doing for doubling the farmers' income by dividing it in three ways. The first one is before farming. The second one is after farming. And the third one is if the crop fails. The first one, the government is taking two measures. First, for irrigation in more crop per drop. And the second one is to improve the quality of seeds and nutrients according to the soil quality of each farm. For this, government is providing soil health cards to every farm. And after farming, government is providing for storehouses and cold chains to prevent post-harvest losses. And it was promoting food processing industries, national agricultural markets, and e-platforms such as e-NAMs. And if the crop fails, government is introducing crop insurance schemes such as Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana at a lower cost. And in addition to this, government is promoting agricultural allied activities such as animal husbandry, poultry, beekeeping, horticulture, and fisheries to double the farmer's income. The second word is malnutrition. It refers to imbalances in person's intake of energy or nutrients. Either it may be deficiency, that is low intake of energy, or it may be excess intake of energy. Based on this, we can divide the term into two groups. The first one is undernutrition. In this, we get stunting, wasting, underweight, and micronutrient deficiency. Stunting is low height for a required age. Wasting is low weight for required height. Underweight is low weight for age. And micronutrient deficiency is lack of important vitamins and minerals. And the second group is overnutrition. In this, overweight, overobese, and diet-related non-communicable diseases such as heart disease, strokes, diabetes, and cancer will occur. And the problems of malnutrition is it can cause anemia in women, and the new problem is people are becoming overweighted but with a micronutrient deficiency. And the next article is Natural Capital in the 21st Century. In this article, we have to see what is natural capital. It is defined as the world's stock of natural assets which include the soil, air, water. And from this natural capital, humans derive a wide range of services called ecosystem services. For example, from tree we extract food, building material, or medicines. And the second word is ecosystem. What is an ecosystem? It is a functional unit of nature where living organisms interact among themselves and also with surrounding physical environment. Ecosystems sizes varies from a small pond to a forest area. Means a small pond can be called as an ecosystem, or we can call a large forest as an ecosystem. For example, we have forest ecosystem, grassland ecosystem, or desert ecosystems. In this article, do we need the office of governor? We should discuss the word federalism. What is federalism? It is a system of government in which power is divided between the central authority and constituent political units. Indian model of federalism is a quasi-federal system in which both the union features and the federal features are mixed. What are the federal features? It has union government at the center and the state government at the state level. And there is division of powers between the union government and its constituents through 7th schedule of the constitution, which contains 3 lists, that is union list, state list, and concurrent list. And in the federal system, the supremacy of the constitution prevails and the constitution will be partially rigid, and we have independent judiciary and bicameralism. And we also have to see what is this Government of India Act 1935. The Government of India Act 1935 is to establish a responsible government in India. This act divides the center and units with three lists: federal list at the center, provincial list at the state, and the concurrent list. It introduces provincial autonomy, that is, provinces were allowed to act as autonomous units in their defined areas, and this act abolished diarchy in the provinces and adopted the diarchy at the center. And it also introduces the bicameralism, that is, legislative assemblies along with legislative councils for the states, and it also provided for separate electorates for depressed classes. And through this act, RBI was established to control currency and credit of the country. Try to answer these questions. The first question is, which of the following is the best description of the term ecosystem? The first option is a community of organisms interacting with one another. And the second option is that part of the earth which is inhabited by living organisms. And the third option is a community of organisms together with the environment in which they live. And the fourth option is the flora and fauna of the geographical area. The second question is, which of the following is not a feature of Government of India Act 1935? The first option is diarchy at center as well as in the provinces. The second option is a bicameral legislature. The third one is provincial autonomy, or the fourth one is an all India federation. Thank you.